State Home Minister of Rajasthan Gulab Chand Kataria has triggered outrage in the case of a 13-year-old girl in Bikaner who was allegedly gang raped by 8 of her school teachers. He has questioned the timing of the FIR, saying it appears to be a counter or a reaction rather than a genuine case. Take a look at this report on how the story has developed so far.
A 13-year-old brutally gang raped allegedly by 8 teachers for a year and a half in a Bikaner school. But now Rajasthan Home Minister Gulab Chand Kataria has tried to discredit the victim and the allegations by questioning the timing of the FIR.
उसके पिताजी ये केस दर्ज कराते हैं कि 2015 में इन 8 लोगों ने इनके साथ रैप किया। मैं सोचता हूँ उस घटना को अगर वो 10 दिन बाद 5 दिन बाद कुछ कर देते समझ में आता है।
स्कूल भेजता था, स्कूल में चाय पानी के बहाने या ऊपर बहस करके ये लोगों ने बहुत गलत न्याय किया।
While the Home Minister saw some conspiracy in the allegations, the 13-year-old rape survivor narrated her ordeal on camera. Meanwhile, a chorus grows for the arrest of the 8 teachers and a speedy probe into the case. While the medical reports of the 13-year-old are awaited, question marks are being raised against the police, who have so far failed to arrest any of the accused. But the big question remains, is it right for the Home Minister to question the veracity of allegations, even while a probe is on? With Devankar, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, let me now bring in our guests on this story itself. I'm being joined by Utsav Vens, lawyer and child rights activist. Also, Manish Parikh, spokesperson of the Rajasthan Pradesh BJP. Archana Sharma of Rajasthan Congress is also joining us on the broadcast. Let me begin with you first, Mr. Manish Parikh. What does the Home Minister of a state in which a girl has accused 8 of her teachers of gang raping her for over a year and for making videos? Her family is under pressure. She is suffering from cancer. Also, what does the Home Minister mean when he says that it seems to be a counter FIR? The timing is suspect. It's been they should have done it after 8-10 days. I can understand. Doing it after 3 years only seems he's implying that it seems to be a counter reaction. On a case as serious as this, shouldn't the Home Minister be saying anything apart from a fair probe will take place?
Ankit, it only shows that he is a sensitive, honestly uttered the things what he is in mind. And Gulab Chand Kataria is very seasoned minister, senior minister. So I think he is just confined to the justice only. Exactly what is to be happen, it is an investigation of the police. I think the police will investigate the real things. But whatever in his mind exactly at occurrence, he just uttered that only. It looks like something, what is the reason? Because the counter FIR is there. So if a brutal case is there, if it's a very sensational case is there, it may be possible. But the real fact of the things are that some cross FIR is also there. And that's why we are just having investigating over throughout the
No, the
situation.
investigation should be done on both the FIRs. But how can a Home Minister come out and say it seems a counter FIR rather than only saying that the police is investigating the matter in a free and fair way? He seems to be suggesting that this FIR has been done only by the family to save themselves. Would anybody come out with such heinous allegations only to save themselves?
No, he doesn't. It doesn't mean so.
This is exactly what he has said, sir.
Whatever he is honest
if you want, I can replay the entire. If you want, I can replay the entire soundbite for you, in which he goes on to say that the timing is suspect. If they could have done it after 8-10 days, I can still understand. Just 3 days after that, we are looking into the matter. Is this the seriousness of the Rajasthan government? You're talking about law and order in Uttar Pradesh. The government of your party, they're talking about anti-Romeo squads and so forth. And you, in a serious matter, the Home Minister is saying it seems to be a case of counter FIR.
I don't think so. Exactly what happened, he is honest enough to say the real fact to the camera only. it may be implied or it may be said, but he said utterly, and that's why it happens. I think it doesn't mean that the investigation may be imparted or anything partialness will be there. It doesn't mean. It doesn't mean for. It is the job of police to say. Police has to investigate. And
this is exactly what we've been saying. The police has to investigate. Why is the Home Minister coming out and giving his point of view, trying to give a direction to this case? Let me also bring in Archana Sharma of the Rajasthan Congress on this. Despite the Home Minister, Ms. Sharma, saying whatever he did, Manish Parekh, the spokesperson of the Rajasthan BJP, seems to be saying he only uttered the facts there. He only put out the facts in the public domain. Are these facts relevant to the case in which a girl alleges that she has been raped? Shouldn't the Home Minister only be saying that the police will do a fair job rather than trying to, give a spin or rather than trying to give a direction to this entire investigation?
Ankit, this is something that reflects the attitude of Bharatiya Janata Party towards the women in Rajasthan. Particularly when he says that why a father came forward with a complaint after 1.5 years when such things were happening beforehand. But the fact is that instead of raising questions, he should act. And we also know that Shri Gulab Chand Kataria, Home Minister of Rajasthan, is a toothless minister. He has no powers. All the powers are confined to the Chief Minister of Rajasthan. But the reality is that if you go by the NCRB data in Rajasthan, you'll come to know that the state of Rajasthan, which stood at third position in the year 2015, has reached to the position number to the fifth position, has reached to third rank in atrocities against women. So this particular incident which has come into the scene now also proves the insensitivity of the Home Minister and the attitude of Bharatiya Janata Party in attending.
I request you to stay on with me, Ms. Sharma. Also, let me just get in quickly. Utsav Bains, he's a lawyer and child rights activist. Utsav, what would you make when such a serious case comes into light? It's been 3 days. The men, those who are accused, are still absconding. What do you make when a Home Minister comes out and says that it seems to be a counter FIR? There seems to be other cases against the family and as well. All that does not matter. Shouldn't it matter to the government of Rajasthan right now to investigate this case in a free and fair manner and get the truth out?
See, Ankit, what I make out of it is that firstly, the Home Minister of Rajasthan has done disservice to his oath under the Constitution. As a Home Minister, if he casts any aspersions in a situation of law and order, that to a sensitive situation where a little child has been raped, he should immediately tender his resignation since he had subverted his solemn oath under the Constitution. Point number 2, the Honorable Supreme Court recently had reprimanded a very senior politician in UP who had cast similar allegations against a rape victim. The Rajasthan Home Minister doesn't understand law. He doesn't understand the Constitution. I think he is not mentally fit to be a Home Minister, since Home Minister has the authority of the law and order and justice. Second point, if a Home Minister is making such kind of statements, that only shows that the investigation should immediately be taken away from the Rajasthan police, because there seems to be some kind of a pressure, political pressure on the Home Minister. That is the reason a Home Minister is openly making such statements, and you imagine the trickling down effect on the SHO, on the constables, who will now refuse to budge the line. They will refuse to interrogate these individuals. The case should immediately go to CBI, and such kind of cases should be tried within 6 months, and exemplary punishment be meting out to such kind of perverts.
All right, stay on with me, Utsav. Mr. Parekh, you seem to be defending what the Home Minister said, although the sensible thing would have been just to come out and say that possibly that was a slip of tongue, and rather than whatever the background to the matter is right now, the important thing for the police in Rajasthan would be to crack this case. Where are those 3 men, sir? It's been more than 3 days the FIR has been lodged. Rather than questioning why did the father come out so late, shouldn't the Rajasthan police by now would have tracked these 8 men? They are not hardened criminals. It's not that they know how to hide and what to do and how to avoid the police. Doesn't it show that the police is complacent? There is political pressure?
No, Ankit, basically, in a police investigation, it appears only that if some sensational things are there, people come out with the impulsiveness, with that something has been done with them, and they just go to the police station to tell everything. If you are coming late in police investigation or in the court matter, we can just consider it afterthought. First of all, that's why this is the legal matter. Whatever Utsav is saying, it is not
Are
right.
you saying that
First of all,
this
both of
serious
these
allegation
FIR
that the
just
family
stands
has
on their own
made,
foot.
sir, are you
cannot
saying
say
that the serious
first
allegation
FIR
that the
is
family
important
has
and
made
second one
is
not
an
important?
afterthought?
It may be
Are you
possible
saying
that it
that
should
this,
not be taken into account?
Mr.
with the
Parikh,
Home
Mr.
Minister
Parikh, just
only.
answer what I'm asking you, sir. Mr. Parikh, if you could answer what I'm asking, because you said that it seems to be a legal matter, it's an afterthought. Are you saying that such a serious allegation is an afterthought by the family?
No, that's why I'm saying in
Has there been an
impulsive
investigation?
condition, people
On what
used to
basis are you
come
saying
to
this, sir?
first to the police station.
Sir, on what basis are you saying this?
So. I'm not defending anybody.
But on
Only
what
thing
basis are you
it's
saying that this is
legal
an
matter.
afterthought?
Whatever Utsav has said, the constitutional authorities are fully
Mr. Parikh,
he has to resign
Mr.
for
Parikh, just answer me
whatever
this,
he's
sir.
saying. So
Mr.
I
Parikh,
just want to go
Mr.
for a
Parikh,
legal matter
Mr.
only.
Parikh.
If it appears in the court, what the court will decide, that is final.
Mr. Parikh,
then what the Utsav will say,
the
then
court
what
will
the
decide
Archana
on the
will
basis
say.
of the investigation that the police of Rajasthan will do. When the Home
Mr.
Minister
Parikh,
and
read
the law,
the
read the
being
law.
the
Anything,
part
yes.
of the government
This is
there,
not a
That's
banana
why I'm
republic.
saying
party
the
which is
police is
Rajasthan.
free enough to
This is
investigate.
Are you
And
saying that
particularly
this
in
girl and
Rajasthan,
the
the
family
police
has
have got the
concocted
intelligence
these
and
allegations?
investigate freely. There is no political interference in everything.
There is no
There is
political
no
interference.
Home
but
Minister
but
is
the
making such
spokesperson of the
statements. He
BJP
should
in
be ashamed of
Rajasthan
himself as
can
a
come
human
on a
being.
national channel and say that these things are concocted because it seems to be an afterthought. There is no political interference. That's what
I
you are saying.
don't think so.
All right.
Basically, whatever I'm
Miss,
saying,
Archana
that
Sharma,
may be
Miss Archana Sharma, when you hear the spokesperson as well defending the Home
She
Minister
only-
and saying that it seems to be an afterthought and the police will have to look into it. It's been 3 days. The men are still absconding. We yet don't know what's the real story is, but that story will only come out if these men are arrested and investigated. What do you say to the representative of the BJP in Rajasthan, ma'am?
I'm highly surprised. He's himself a practicing advocate, and if he says so, that means he's defending his party on an issue which is indefensible. And this particular case, when those convicts are absconding, that means this government is not concerned. If you remember, there was a case of Delta Meghwal in this particular town itself when last year Mr. Rahul Gandhi came to Rajasthan. And under Congress pressure, Bharatiya Janata Party agreed for that brutal murder and rape case of Delta Meghwal to be brought by CBI. But what they did behind was that they asked the local police to file the charge sheet so that CBI itself comes to the forefront and says that it's not the case that we should handle. So they are in fact creating an environment by which the police administration reflects the aspirations of the government,
Okay.
in which they are not concerned about the atrocities against women, especially the young girls. If you are aware, today itself there was a case in the capital where a 13-year-old, I think it was 7 years old girl who was gang raped, and
Right.
she's admitted in the Jekyll Hospital.
Yes.
So all these cases, they show that Bharatiya Janata Party, which is being ruled by a woman chief minister in Rajasthan, has no say for zero tolerance of for atrocities against women. So when these people, as spokesperson, as ministers,
right.
they come to forefront and they start defending their attitude, their policies in such a way that shows that they have sympathy towards the criminals and
This is exactly the
criminals
problem.
to commit serious and heinous
When
crimes
the
against women.
minister in the government, the party in power, if they start making comments like these, it of course affects the entire investigation, no matter what and how they try to defend it. Sir, if I can quickly come to you, what if somebody wants to, if you like an activist wants to, after the kind of statement that has been given by the Home Minister, what legally can you do?
Well, if the family wants to pursue the matter in the Honorable Supreme Court, we can petition the Honorable Supreme Court for a CBI probe and also move the trial away from Rajasthan, since the Home Minister has made such disturbing comments. Also, we can move a petition against the Rajasthan Home Minister and ask him to owe an apology and also for a criminal investigation into his comments, since his comments are demeaning, someone's personal reputation.
No, can this also be looked into as somewhere influencing the probe? Because tomorrow when the police does investigate this case, it's been 3 days and surprisingly nobody has been arrested so far in a case as shocking as this. Can this also be interpreted as some sort of interference in the case,
Yes.
in the investigation?
Ankit, this is direct interference. I mean, I haven't heard such kind of ridiculous statements from any politician in a very long time. I mean, you are the Home Minister. Your fundamental duty is to be objective, be fair, and if you cast such aspersions publicly, it leads to a very bad
Mr. Parekh, don't you think when the policeman...
Ankit, last point.
Quickly.
I can take the family of the victim to meet the Honorable Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister can then take a view on the Home Minister.
All right, Mr. Parekh, if I can quickly come to you, sir. Don't you think somewhere when the policemen, those who are investigating the case, they are still in the process of investigating. You said that the police will have to review, see who has done what, and only then the investigation will move forward. Wouldn't they see it as a direct, line that has been given to them or read to them by the Home Minister, who's saying it doesn't seem to be as serious as what people are making it out to be? It seems to be an afterthought, as you also used the same word, afterthought, by the family. So possibly they are going slow on that. Is that why 3 days have been taken and no arrest so far?
It doesn't mean that it is an afterthought. It doesn't mean so. But the exactly thing, whatever I narrated for, that nothing should be taken as a perception. Particularly what is in 161 statement, the victim and their parents has to record the statement, and police will decide after that, first of all.
Police will decide after that. But no, sir, okay. My last question to you, I'm completely out of time. By when would we see the arrest of the 8 accused in this case, sir?
It will definitely come into the conclusion with what the police is investigating, the medical reports to come, and then they will decide, first of all.
Then they will decide. So it doesn't seem to be the most urgent thing as far as the government of Rajasthan is concerned. We absolutely are not passing any judgment on this, but the procedure of the law for anybody would be that if there has been an allegation that has been made after the primary investigation, the police should go ahead, at least interrogate these people, get their statements, get them to the police station and get their statements, as the minister has been suggesting, as the spokesperson has been suggesting. The police will take their own sweet time in Rajasthan to do even this. With that, I'm completely out of time. I thank all my guests, Utsav Benz, Manish Parekh, and also Archana Sharma, for joining me on this debate. We are completely out of time on this. Keep watching India Today. News and updates continue.